Hey folks, welcome back to Atlantis, and the tutorial seems to have turned itself on. So let's get rid of that and then we'll crack on. I've missed it, haven't I? Disable tutorial. So consensus seems to be that we work on the multi-layer plan of sorry, I was going to delete the dams, but that deletes our pathway. So we maybe look at that later. We work on the multi-layer plan of Plan D, which one of you suggested was actually an offensive plan to close off more water sources whilst building the dome. And I think I'm going to start with mapping out the dome. If you don't want to see that, I'll rely on one of you pointing out the time code where that's done, and then I'll put a chapter in because I'm bound to forget, so I'm not going to say I'm going to do it. So what this is going to look like is we're going to start off with some 6s, and I've actually put them in the wrong place because I am going to be taking advantage of overhanging terrain to minimize the amount of metal that we need to make use of. So if you are newer to Timberborn, you can overhang terrain by 3 blocks. And I think I did say that I might consider looking at the more complex option of the flat roof, but people seemed not averse to the domed roof. So we're going to run with it, we're going to run with it. And so this is what I'm planning to do. And so basically each one has 6 blocks in between it. And hopefully I'm doing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is an overhang of 3 either side. 3, 1, 2, 3. And what the plan is to rely on the fact that we're going to have a dirty ring, get your mind out of the gutter, to protect us. So if we got enough science yet, I don't think we have. I'm going to use the watertight passage. We're going to have a watertight back passage to get us up and out. So I'm going to leave that there. And we're going to come to here. And then we're going to come to 3 blocks. And then we're going to come forwards. And I think if we come forwards by 1, we can make use of the 5 and keep things in line. And although I said I've tested this a number of times, I've not actually built it. I've just kind of messed around with laying it out. So, bear with me, folks. Bear with me. So the overhang gets us 2, 3 to there. Okay. We then go forwards 1. Grab you there. Something like that so far. We then come across 3, so let's just keep working on this. 1, 2, 3. And overhang. And then we could come forwards here. 1, 2. I mean, we could come forwards quite a bit. What does the other side look like, I guess, is the other question. So we're going to come forwards 1, 1, 2, 3. So the other side is going to let us come forwards 2. Because I'm a little bit worried about that stopping. So if we come forwards the same, 2. Yep. I think that's symmetrical. So, bosh. And then the 6. Is that going to look wrong? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to come forwards like that. And then the 3 again. This is not necessarily going to be completely pretty, folks. Remember, we are somewhat function over form here. There. Yeah. I mean, and then we could come forwards quite a way, couldn't we? Unlock the 3s at that point, maybe. No, let's do it the other way. Let's do... How far can I come forwards this side? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do 5. No. 5. What do you do with the 4, couldn't I? Or 6, 5, 3, 3. We can always change this because by the time we get around to building this stuff, it's going to be different. Or we're going to have more science, is what I mean. 3. I'm just trying to lay out the base at the moment. 3, 1, 2. And that part's in the way. Yay. Go around the back of that, which is fine. Delete that. Storage. I mean, if we're going to do that, we don't need to do all of that, do we? We can just completely move that. Yeah. There. One forwards like 2 from there. And at that point, maybe we can just work something out. And going to deprioritize those for now. We have dirt coming in. So I need to bring you forwards. Out. Yeah, maybe we work from there. Work it out afterwards. Maybe we work it out afterwards and we can go storage. Sweet. Doity. Cool. So that's that thought about. And then there was the suggestion. It's kind of got harder now. Can unharden it, folks. We could get to these somewhat easily. 1,000, that's 1,800. With a bit more science, we could get to these somewhat easily. We could get to you. Got a bit more of a pain. Anyway, I'm going to let them work on that. We're going to recover resources from those. I'm going to run you on slowly. It gets us logs and treated planks and gears. Okay. So the other thing I've realised is if we want to tunnel out, we need extract. So, yeah, that's fun. Other thing, did I put in? So I put the mill in. Did I build a baker? I did not. There's another thing that I may not have put in. I did put it in. I just didn't automate it. So, signal, bad, water, depth. Why are you not happy? Okay, save. Yeah. Add water depth. And 0.1. Pause, save, duplicate, invert. That'll do. Bosh. Cool. That's those automated. I obviously forgotten to do that part. Yeah, so if we're going to tunnel out, we need to count for tunneling. Words. The other thing is, I spoke about evaporation. Now we can significantly increase the evaporation, apparently, by throwing in some. Basically, evaporation is a function of the number of edges. And so if we have more edges, we get more evaporation. The way I'm going to achieve that is by having more edges inside the pool in here. And this should increase the evaporation without affecting the irrigation too much, I don't think, and is relatively easy for them to do. So that's that. The other thing that we need is we currently have 31 free beds. So yeah, that's a thing. But yes, if I want to do tunneling, I need the centrifuge, which is 600 science. So yeah. I think we just need to get on and hope, essentially. See what we can get achieved. And it's just going to be, can we achieve or not? And I'm still torn on whether I go for breaking out or... So these are strength 0.25, but should be relatively easy to block in. From a building point of view, I mean, all I would need to do is that. And we could go super cheesy. Throw that on there. 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 And we'd be done. And we could get at it from this, sort of on the way. You know? Got to build that anyway. Maybe we do it that way. If I did that and that and prioritized those, we could do that. And then I could do the same for this one. That's a way of getting to that jobby. And I guess the same over here. So we could bosh. And then if I go blueprint and let's create blueprint. New box. I'm just going to call it that. Build blueprint. New box. Build that. No. I guess because that's in the way. Okay. Can I squeeze that there? Delete you. Squeeze you there. The reason that I'm not worried about using words, I'm worried about using words sometimes. Warehouses in these constructions. That is there. Okay. Is that they're temporary. I'm not planning to keep them. Once we've got everything set up, I want to get rid of these temporary attempts at blocking stuff off. Okay. Let's see if they can get those. That's going to take out another half strength water. Right. And then let's have a look at, so you make off of that as well. Looks like we need a bigger power grid, but here's what it is, I guess. Actually, we want to... Why are you... Surplus 1. So we want... you. And then we want to... That way, if the wind's blowing and there's enough power, it'll run it. Or there's stored power, it'll run it. Because I'm hoping there's a surplus, because otherwise it's never going to store power. So, you know, otherwise it's kind of redundant. Yeah. We are kind of screwed with being reliant on wind power all of the time. It kind of sucks, but is what it is. I guess ultimately we need a bigger grid of wind power. Yeah. So no, we're okay for that. Can I were to put some windmills back here. You into here. And do a medium flywheel. Maybe here. Like that. Just so there's a bit more resiliency in the power grid for that. That would be good. How are we looking over here? Better. That's good. That's getting cleared up, which is good. That's not so good. That is very definitely not so good. You know, we've got 1,000 science, so we can unlock the quartz type passage, which I have never used before. It needs treated planks and metal blocks, so that's okay. We won't bother building it yet on here. We've got planks. Let's test this theory out that you guys have. Yeah. Okay. Or is it going to be a temporary rush? We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Does that go down? It only seems to be flowing faster. Get those high prioritized as well. No, not really, but that's bad. But they are now up here closing this one off, which will give us a bit more relief. We have 4 spare beavers, so let's get some more building going on. I really feel like I'm making constantly the wrong decisions, but you know. I guess we could do the same thing over here. Let's have a look at that as well. We have a bad tide approaching. Yummy. Pause. Let me think. Beavers. get rid of you. Make you that. Do that. Keeping. Go over that. Go there. There. Gonna need a bigger boat. No, a ladder. You there. Path, some sort. That. Wash. Wash. That prioritized. Done. Also give that some prioritization. Yes, if there's a bad tide coming, we want to not build that. And I mean, it seems like water's running out faster. I don't know. It still seems to be going up. I'm going to say that. Right, do we need planks still? I'm not going to say no to planks, so let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so we need some more pathage. Not that. Go away. Path. Pathage. Let them get out there. More dirt. Why are they not building the dirt block? Did I not? I didn't prioritize building the dirt block. That's why. Okay. They now should be able to get to all of that. Awesome. Did I prioritize building that dirt block? I did. They are going to need path and some more ladders. Gosh. More path. Unpause some stuff. Bad tide is bad, obviously. Bad tide is bad. That kind of goes without saying. Yeah. Oh well. We keep rocking and rolling. We have 11 spare beavers now. I should check that my hauling posts. My hauling posts. We've got some funky water flow going on here. How are you still flowing? You are 0% built. Okay. I thought they got this finished. Well, we definitely want them to finish building that. That's going to be kind of bad. I really thought that had finished building, but I was not paying attention, and obviously it had not finished building. So, you know. That'll kind of make a difference. There we go. And I guess we can then recover those. You are prioritized by It is getting so close to being super sketchy. It is so close to being super sketchy, folks. I think there's probably benefit in having even more builders. As I said, if we fail, I'm going to take what we've learned and probably try again. Yeah. It does feel like a lot more water is flowing at this point. Not certain of that, but it visually looks like there is. And this is now super low, so that's kind of good. It's kind of good. If we can get these closed up as well, that'll be even better. It's starting to get dirt up here, which is good. Be low priority, please. So I need to make that one a low priority as well. And I guess I need to make sure that one's a low priority. And I'm hoping that they're going to start working on building the dirt wall, which they are. Can't get the required materials. We're actually out of logs. That's kind of insane. Oh well. We do have dirt coming in. We have a bad time started, which sucks. I'm going to go with the fact that probably this isn't going to get contaminated enough to impact the beavers, so them coming down here isn't an issue. I'm assuming the volume of water there is high enough that it shouldn't be an issue. I still didn't build a frickin' baker's for all of the wheat that we've got. I should plant more carrots. Now we've got gaps. And food, bakery. Yes. You are going to be on bread. You probably need to be a priority build. We're actually down to 42 food. Frick. I guess because we're out of logs. Being out of logs is kind of bad. Let's throw in a gatherer down here. Bunch of trees dying because I didn't put in all of the contamination barriers that I needed down here. And let's get in you here to cut down some of the trees that we need. And come through here. So let's make those a priority. And I guess now we might as well cut down these dead trees as well. Yay! Yay for panic mode. And for the person that's going to say YouTuber blindness, no, it's not. Well, recording YouTube videos does make it slightly harder. I'm multitasking, and I also have autism and ADHD, so you know. It's actually a multitude of factors, not just because I'm a YouTuber. Also a human being. We have the beginnings of the wall. Let's put that in. The band tide is almost over. And we have currently no unwell beavers. Huzzah! Currently, no unwell beavers. We have some logs coming in, which means hopefully we're going to get some food soon, which would be good. We have the bakery, which is good. They're going to start processing the wheat, which is good. You just flat out paused. Yeah. Let's come in here. Delete you. I probably just need to run you for a bit, don't we? Discard. Save and close. Gosh. Yeah. Cool. So we're getting some berries picked at least. You're cutting down some trees, which is good. We could probably throw in a few more of you up here. To get some trees. Got those built, which is good. Cool. And the next cycle begins, and we have like 3/4 of a block left. We are in not a good place, folks. The wall is being built, though. Our hungry, hungry beavers are building the wall. Are a priority workplace. You are baking bread, which means we can now automate you. So, for flour. I don't even think we have a district stock. So if output wheat flour greater than 15, duplicate, invert script. 5, save and close. Cool. We have lots of hungry beavers. We also have a lot of beavers, but we need more beaver. We also just need to be doing more. Right, we have 3k science, so and if we get all of the wall built that we've got planned, we'll build more of it. I'm not sure we're actually going to get it all built before we flood. So, you know. Just wait and see on that, I think. Okay, they're just trying to get stuff built. They have so much to build. Poor little beavers. We probably needed another dirt excavator. But our whole power system is just inadequate. And because I'm kind of panicking now, everything is inadequate, essentially. I think we were by far too late with a lot of things, but, you know, we'll see what we can achieve, folks. We'll see what we can achieve. It would be really nice if we could get this blocked up. But I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get done. This is getting there. We just need some more logs. I should have planted a lot more trees, clearly. We can plant some more trees. So let's do that. Let's plant some moderately fast-growing trees, I guess. Cut trees. Will all end up being marked for cutting, except you. So let's mark you. How far can you reach? You can reach all the way around there. So we're still going to be alive in 30 days? I don't know. Will we still need logs in 30 days? I don't know. If we can get this wall built, we'll have a bit more time. We're getting food made slowly. Maybe we could put in another bakery. Have it prioritized by haulers as well. I mean, bakeries are pretty efficient food-wise, so, you know. I don't know how hungry these guys are. They're not critically hungry, so that's good. The grill is trying to keep up. I guess we get that prioritized by the hauler as well. It's nearly built. I think the problem we have is so much of what I'm building needs logs and planks. Which is not going to have the logs and planks to build it. And that could be a problem. Right, that one's blocked in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the... Yeah, 4 of the sources blocked. Let's prioritize getting you blocked in as well. That one is almost blocked in. Just needs a few more levees built. We're out of dirt. Probably because we're not quite out of power, but you know. If we ain't got dirt, we ain't building the wall. It's kind of how it goes, you know. Yeah. We do what we can do, folks. We do what we can do. Think extract. You there. Where's my tunnel out? There. Okay. Straight line. Yeah. Tunneling. Tunnel. Wash. Yeah. Right. This I may have left too late as well. And you're probably sitting there going, it's left it too really late again. It's always leaving it too late. And you might be right. But, you know, I made the choices I've made, folks. Can't change them, so... And it is what it is. It is what it is. Thanks, gears and metal blocks, you know. Let's recover some more of these planks, shall we? Yeah. Let's recover some more of those. A little bit of bad water running through here, obviously, or sitting somewhere. We're still all hungry. We've got some beavers that are starving to death, which is brilliant, obviously. We're just not able to make bread fast enough, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. But, you know, that's me not paying attention. That's focusing on the wrong things. But not a lot I can do about that, folks, except maybe wait for my ADHD diagnosis and some meds. And maybe I would be better able to focus on the right things, you know? We'll see. Maybe one day that will come. I won't suffer with these things. So, yeah. Anyway, we all go to bed hungry again. It's annoying because we have quite a lot of potatoes. I think it would probably be sensible to maybe get another grill in. It does use up a bunch of our rather precious logs to build it, but you know, we are sat on a lot of potatoes and we just need more food being processed. So let's get more food processed. Those, no, I missed some of the dead trees, so let's get those guys marked for cutting as well. So we can get you built and going quickly. It would be good. As more beavers die due to being hungry. It would be nice if we could just get a little bit stockpiled on food. We've got all of the water we need, you know? Got all of the water that we need. Just don't seem to be making any progress on any of the building that we need to do. I guess they've nearly got that built. Don't need... Oh, do they need to build that one? I don't think they do they? Because that and that will close it. In the same way that I'm leaving that corner open. And in the same way that we can leave those corners open. I think we can get rid of that. Just focus on doing those. here, we could do the same thing. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. And yeah. Which means we can recover those. Which will help with our log problem. I'm ignoring our food problem at the moment. It'll be fine. I'm ignoring all of our problems at the moment. If you ignore them, folks, they just go away in the end, you know? Is that sealed up now? Can't tell because of the stupid pause. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Rid of you. And get rid of you, and we can recover those. And that will be good. Please build the last of these. And less water going in the middle is more water coming from the outside. So, which is why I'm trying to block these off. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the outside. So 0.5, 0.75 blocked off now. It's not awesome, but it's something. Starting to get our first tunnel in. We do need to then put a waterproof thingy. I think we're too late, folks. I really do. But we will see. And there's no fake drama with this. Genuinely, this is me not knowing, panicking, being unsure, you know? Right, that's all done. So let's prioritize the power connections for this so we can try and get more power being generated and stored. Just because that would be good. Right, why are you not unpausing? Because you're on. Because it's automated off of the wrong thing. You automated off of the relay. I've been screwing myself out of a bunch of stuff for absolutely ages. Measurement is minus 500 at the moment. Okay. Interesting. And we just let you run to try and do whatever, I guess. Should automate you off of that as well, really. I really would like you to finish building all of that, so actually making use of these large windmills that we built. Super high priority then. Okay, right, let's go back outside. How are we doing over here? Okay, so we didn't need necessarily to build those. You can go. You can go for efficiency. Going to do one of the markers. Let's see. How we're doing for water height now. got things maybe being slightly better. Let's rip those out and that out. Let's go check our first tunnel. It's in. Awesome. All right, let's rip you out. Let's put in the watertight passage. I'm going to prioritize building that. You can go. You can go. You can go. And you can go. Awesome. Are we now hooked up on our expanded power grid? We are, thankfully. And we now have dirt coming in. Even better. Now, are we doing on the tunnel? So that's in. Yep. So we can now plan. So that should get us a connection to the outside. They build all of that. And I'm going to medium prioritize that. We have some food now, which is good. You're waiting on materials. We do have some dirt, so we nearly have that one blocked off. We have that one blocked off. So we've now blocked off another 0.5. They're working on this one. Working on this as well. So I look at this. We've not been going long enough to know if we're making a difference or not. I'm going to stop it there, folks. I hope you've enjoyed that. I don't know how we're going to carry on, how we're going to get on. We're going to keep working. And we'll just see how we do. We need to finish the layer of the ring to see if we can get that done before we flood. We'll finish this boxing off of this source. I think then we probably need to prioritize getting this layer of dirt in whilst working our way out to the first one of these and maybe blocking in the first one of these. I don't know. I am 100% open to your thoughts on which way we go. It is very much a scramble and a fight. But thanks for watching. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members, and I will see you all next time.